Probably can't see it well. Can you see that? Yeah. So that's why I haven't been on. Saturday, I was wiping off my car with this scraper. And I was just pulling it back, like we have it on camera.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
And I was just pulling back like snow, you know? And it just destroyed me. This scraper right here. So it wasn't fully extended like this. See, here's the thing with the scraper is this is where the first, like, there's like notches, right? So I was holding it like this, just pulling back the snow, you know? I was pulling it back with this end. And I don't know if this released. I don't know. This metal snapped in half and my hand went straight down on one of these edges. I think it was this edge. Because there's blood on this side of it, I think, on this one. And yeah, it did this. I'm cut like from here to here. Right now, my finger, all of this right here is numb. Like, I can't feel from like basically here. I can feel around here and around here, but this tip area, I can't feel at all. So I bought, this is what it looks like, all blooded, all fixed up. So I bought foot pedals. And I put this one on W, this one on S. I guess we're just gonna have to try it. But dude, it's brutal. I haven't been able to sleep much at all, like 2 hours at a time, because people are like, oh dude, it's just your finger. Bro, let me tell you something. I've had rotator cuffs removed. I've had 2 rotator cuff surgeries. I've had 2 hernias, knee surgery. Dude, this, when they were injecting me inside the wound, I can't tell you the pain that it was unbelievable, the pain that it was giving me when they were injecting it. Yeah, fingers throb, dude, and that's all it's been doing is just throbbing.
Something nuts, you guys are insane, dude.
So that's kind of what happened. So that's why I haven't been here since Monday. I sat down this morning. This is the first time I've been on my computer. And I realized too, I press with my middle finger. Obviously I press WS, but then I press 1, 2, and 3, F1, 2, and 3, and escape all with my middle finger. So I started trying to practice doing it with my ring finger while I'm here, while I was watching PGI just now. Now I'm thinking about it, I also press X. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. I think once it stops hurting, I'll be able to use it. Like, I think in like a week I'll be able to use it to where I was. The problem is it hurts. Even though it's numb on the end, it hurts when I push in the other areas. Wiggle, what happened? I was brushing off my truck on Saturday, and the ice scraper just snapped in half, and the metal just sliced my finger right open. I actually thought I lost my finger originally, because like when it happened, I went straight down and I grabbed my finger, and like I was holding my hand like this, and there was just blood dripping all through my hands. And I opened up my hand by kind of doing like this, and this whole flab here was flipped over. So I thought it had cut me all the way around on this side too, but it didn't, thank God. Dude, here's the funny part. I haven't brushed. All right, so there's a couple things that happened on this, and that my wife kind of feels bad, and it's not her fault, but Saturday morning, my dad had bought this house, so I was going up there to help him. My daughter on Friday had called and asked if she can go tubing because she was doing a sleepover with her friends. I told her no because we were leaving and I didn't want to be late to help my dad. My wife told her yes in the morning, so she went tubing, so we were running late. And then I get out, and I haven't driven my truck. I haven't been outside in 2 weeks. I just go
Let's
to
go,
show
baby,
you, right?
let's go!
And I come out, and like my dad wanted the snowblower, so I load the snowblower up in the back of the truck. Well, the tonneau cover, my wife hadn't cleared off the tonneau cover at all, so there was a ton of snow on it. So I needed to roll the tonneau cover up, so I was like, all right, I gotta take the snow off of it. Plus, there was a lot of weight on it, so I just started pulling off. I got the one side done, I went to the other side, and that's when it happened. So I know, what the luck. That's what I said, Bob. Like, if it was any other finger, I probably would be able to get by, because like my ring finger and pointer finger and my pinky, they really only control like 1 or 2 buttons. My middle finger, which is my W key, is the most button I use, and also the most finger I use that finger for the most buttons. It's been you know, they didn't give me any painkillers or anything, and that's been like also a little bit of a problem, because like at night and during the day I can deal with ibuprofen, but at night it like throbs like crazy. So sleeping has been like really, really hard. I've also so my dude, when I went to the ER, my blood pressure was like super high, like because my adrenaline, I think, was going so much. Like, dude, I was pacing. I'm dripping blood in the ER. I'm pacing. I'm like, you guys they're like, well, let me get your insurance and this and that. I'm like, we have insurance. Everything's covered. I'm like, you can do this with my wife. Somebody's got to get me in a room. I'm bleeding all over the place. If that's what I said to him, I'm like, it's literally dripping all over the floor through the paper towels I had my hand wrapped up in. I'm like, you can do this. You can do this. I cleaned it up a little bit yesterday, but like when I push, like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but like right around, all around here in the top, I can't feel anything. From like here to here, I can't feel anything. No feeling. But now on the side right here, I can feel. Like, I can feel that, and on this side I can feel that. It's mainly this tip area. So I don't know. Yeah, out of all fingers, it could have been. It was my W key finger. Like when it happened, I was like devastated, because I was like, how am I gonna stream? Like, how am I gonna run around? Yeah, the doctors told me not to do anything with it at all. In fact, they told me not to even do keyboard and stuff for like at least a week and a half. I got a specialist, so they're gonna take the stitches out on Monday, and I have a specialist appointment on Tuesday. Have them look at it. Yeah, well, that's what that's like the biggest thing. These are this is my money making. You know what I mean? Like, the one reason I stopped snowmobiling early on when I started streaming was your wrists are like one of the most things that get broken or damaged, you know, the most in snowmobiling. So I stopped that because I didn't want to screw up my hands for streaming. Dude, I'll tell you what, I was saying this earlier, when they injected my finger inside the wound multiple times, I almost broke my wife. I was holding her like wrist. Because like they didn't have a handle on the chair, so I was just holding her wrist. She's like, oh, you're gonna break my wrist. You're gonna break my wrist. Stop squeezing. It hurt so bad. Like I said, it's crazy when you don't play. When you play all the time, you're kind of like, oh, I want a day off. Like I just streamed like 10 days in a row, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take 2 days off. But now that I haven't played, it's like, I want to play video games, dude. Tired of sitting and watching TV. Yeah, it sucks, dude. Absolutely. I'll tell you guys, I'm more bummed than I think you are. It's my livelihood. Not being able to do it is not good, that's for sure. And the stock's Tesla's down. So it's even worse. Alright, chat. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry I wasn't here long. We'll be back strong on Monday. See you guys later.